Hi, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And my project today is this box that you can slide some treats down in. I figured this was for Thanksgiving, but you could change it up to any holiday you like, maybe for your table, or just to leave a friend, or a child, or a spouse. I used Gather Together stamp set and the Gathered Leaves dies. And I used the Gilded Autumn Specialty Designer Series paper and some crumb cake paper, right? And I put in it these Cadbury Harvest Mix. They're just like the eggs, Cadbury eggs, but I saw them for the fall, so I got them. And if anyone has been wondering, I usually always use these bags, which are 4x6, because I saw on Amazon one day that they had 1,000 of these bags, 4x6, for $20-something. And I said, oh, that would be great. I do craft fairs and I do some cards. Well, I used to. I didn't do it this year because everything was canceled, but I figured, oh, that would be so great for my cards because I can never find the exact right card size, so I have to flip over a larger one. I bought them before I realized 4x6 is not the right size. So everything that needs a bag, I try to use my 4x6 because I have 1,000 of them. So that's what they are. Usually, unless it's a really big thing, I use a 4x6 bag. Or a really small one. I have tinier ones, but I try to fit the 4x6s if I can. Alright, after that story, okay, I'm tying it with the copper ribbon from the metallic basket weave and copper ribbon combo pack. And I'm going to make this one a little bit bigger than I usually do because it's going to kind of balance out the top. There we go. Okay, and now I'll put that to the side. And we're going to start with a piece of crumb cake cardstock that is 9 by 4 1/4, which means you could get 2 of these out of 1 sheet of cardstock. I'm going to get my Simply Score. And this is a relatively quick and easy little project. Okay, and we're going to score on the 9-inch side at 1 1/4, 4 1/4, 5 1/2, 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. Okay, and then we're going to flip it down to the 4 1/4 side, and we're just going to score it at 1 1/4. And that's it. Okay, I'm going to fold and burnish. All right. And I cut the specialty paper, and you need 2 that are 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and 2 that are 1 by 2 3/4. And this one, I mistakenly, when I was cutting it, I automatically put some seal on it. So this is the bottom, and actually, let's cut it first. Okay. So we have the long skinny rectangle on the right hand side, and we're going to take that off and then wedge a little bit above. Okay, and then we're just going to keep our rectangle straight and just take a tiny wedge out of the squares. All right, that's it. Okay, now we'll put on our designer series paper. Get my seal again. Oops. What happened there? Okay. All right, and then we just need, I used a 1 3/4 inch circle. Now this is going to be our back, so this is going to be our front. And I just like, even though this kind of covers it up, I like to put a little dip in the front so that you can see the candy that's in there. So this is going to be our front, and then I just fold these down so that I can eyeball. I just take a little tiny wedge out, like a crescent moon, kind of. And you can measure and put a dot right in the middle so that you're exactly precise if you want to. Okay, and that was just a 1 3/4, but you could use whatever circle punch you like, or you can just not do that. Okay, and now I'm going to put my seal on here. I just want to figure out, I don't know if this was what this is here. I must have just cut it kind of raggedy. And my nose, my hay fever has been terrible today. I think it's ragweed season. That gets me every year. Okay. This is Seal Plus, sorry, and I just totally got it off the side. There we go. Okay, and then you're just going to lay that side flat on the table and bring the other side over to meet it. Oh, I still need that. Sorry. Okay. And this is our front. So this is the flap we want to go down last. So I'm going to put the sides in, the back, and then this is the one we put our seal on. I'm going to put 2 strips just in case. Okay. And now we can just kind of sit our candy in there. It might take a little bit to get it nicely settled, but I mean, you can put all sorts of things. You can put peanut butter cups, whatever you like, whatever you fancy. All right. Okay, now we need the other pieces here. Alrighty. This I cut from the little treat box dies. This is a 1 3/8 inch circle, but you can go up or down, whatever you have. And I cut a leaf from the brushed metallic paper cardstock, and one from one of the DSP scraps that I had. It's kind of just a crumb cake splattery kind of one. And I'm going to get out my liquid glue, and I'm just going to offset these leaves just like this, kind of. Okay, just like that. All right, so I'm just going to put a little bit on these. I'm just going to have them so that you could see the other one in the background behind the gold. And I'm going to get some pop dots. dimensionals. Goodness gracious. And I'm just going to put that right on the box. Yeah, that's how I put it. Just tilted it a little. Okay. And now you need a little hole punch. This is a 1/8 inch hole punch, and I just punched a hole in the top of the, this is crumb cake. I used it, I punched it out with what was left over at the edge from the 8.5 by 11 inch sheet, and I punched this out. And this is very vanilla, and I'm going to punch one of, stamp one of the sentiments on it with Tuxedo Black. I should use chocolate chip, shouldn't I? Not chocolate chip. There used to be chocolate chip. Early Espresso. Let me just wipe off my stamp. Okay, this is Early Espresso. I didn't think to do that. That would be a little bit nicer. All right. That's very good. Okay. All right, and then I'm getting a little piece of linen thread. I'm going to run that through the hole before I attach the sentiment part. Okay, and then I'm going to put some more dimensionals on the back of that. Really only need one, but just for good measure, I'll put 2. And then I'm just going to center this over like that. I'm going to take a gilded gem and I'm going to put it right at the top, right here. And then I'm just going to tie it on. I'm just going to double knot it and clip off the ends. And that's it. And in this one, just so that the candy, it looked nice with the candy sticking up higher without using a whole bag of candy in each one, I just stuffed a little bit of tissue in the bottom. I filled this one really with a lot of candy. And that's what I did. This one I just used some old gold paper, but I think the brushed metallic paper looks really pretty. And that's that. Thank you so much for joining me. If you would like to purchase any of the supplies I used today, my address is at the top of the screen, and I will link my blog below that will have all the details and measurements. So thank you so much for stopping by. Click the like button and subscribe if you like what you see. I will see you next time. Bye.